Right, welcome back everybody. You join us back out in the day van. It's actually Saturday morning now. We actually pitched up here last night after the school run. We got the kids from school. They done their after school clubs and we got here at around about between, I think it was about 9 and half 9. So time we got here, everyone was a bit shattered. We got a pizza. We had the pizza and then we just went to bed basically. So I thought I'd bring you this morning, just show you where we are. We're in the Lawn car park at top of Lincoln, next to the castle. This is. It's quite a busy car park for day vans, camper vans, and that. I found it on the app Park for Night, so I'll just show you around now. And there's
8 other camper vans here.
A good few camper vans here. So there has been a few gone already. There was a few more than this morning. So let me just turn the camera around. So I don't know if you can see there. There's a row there, about 7 vans along the back row. I say there was a few more on that back row there, and we did start a new row here, and then obviously people have parked up alongside us as well on this wall. So yeah, it's not too far away from home. We're about 45-50 minutes away from home. Nice little car park. It's in like a part of the castle grounds, I think this is, and it's got a nice secure brick wall around it, so really quiet as well. You don't hear nothing in the night at all. I say it's highly recommended, this car park on the Park for Night app. This is probably the best spot in Lincoln, I reckon. So, and it's nice as well because there's a little play park outside there for the kids to come and play, just to bring a football, because it's nice grassland as well. So we'll head outside in a minute and just take a look at what they've been up to out there. But as you can see, they're back now. So we've got Evie, Harry and Stacey here.
Hello.
What have you been doing?
Playing this game where you have to like match it.
Match what?
Like there's these load of buttons and you have to try and match.
What the other person
What
does.
the other person pattern.
What, so Harry makes a pattern and you got to copy it?
Yeah.
Should we go and show them what were you doing?
Yeah.
Right, let me get my jacket on and we'll go and have a look out there then, folks. Right, folks, so we've just stepped out the van now. You can see the van's there. And you can see we've got a nice big motorhome next to us. Big old whack that is. And you've got the other few there. They're still coming in and out. I say this is this solid brick wall you've got going around the parkway here. And I don't know if you can just see, just in between them 2 trees there, a bit of the castle there, and just above the vans, you can just see the top of the castles. Let's go see what the kids are up to. Right, so here's Evie and Harry now. They've just found this new game. I've not seen nothing like this before. So what is it?
This is a game called iPlay, I think.
Right, what you got to do?
So to start, you have to press.
Hey you! Yeah you! Wanna play?
Right.
Push I press to start. Hey you! Yeah you! Wanna play? Push I press to start. Select single player game. Select multiplayer game. Select iMatch. Select game with all switches. Push I press to choose number of players. 2 players. Number yourselves 1 and 2.
So what are you doing? You're setting out now, yeah?
Get ready.
Harry's playing.
Let's iMatch.
Right, so Harry's got to push some buttons, has
Choose
he?
3 switches.
Right, you've got to push 3 different buttons, have you?
Press. I push. I stamp.
Now I've got to copy.
So you-
Player 2.
So you've got to copy what he's done.
Yeah.
I press. I push. I stamp. Well done. Player 1. Can you match? I press.
So Harry's got to do it again and add another one in, has he?
I push. I stamp. Well done. Player 2. Can you match? I press.
So you two have both got to carry on until someone gets it wrong.
Yeah. And after this one, I think
Well
it's like
done.
add another.
Add another one.
Right.
I spin.
So you've added a spin onto it.
Can you match? I press.
So if you put one wrong now, Harry, what will happen?
I stamp.
I'll
I
lose,
spin.
so-
Well done.
Right, you do one wrong, Evie. Let's see what happens.
Can you match? I press. I push.
So you do a different one.
Wrong one. Player 2.
So is that you out then?
Yeah.
Player
that means
1
I've
wins.
lost.
Okay.
Log your score at iPlayweb.com.
Oh, you can put it online, can you? Your scores.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Log your
Oh, and there's a bit of
score at iPlayweb.com.
instructions here, but the kids have sussed it out anyway. It's a bit basic. So what we got in here then? a little rope swing there. What's that, a roundabout?
I pull to restart, or I press to select a different game.
Oh, well, you walk on there and it goes round. Yeah, so it's a nice little park, this. You've got a swing there with a rope ladder up to it. You have to bear the wind noise, folks. A little climbing wall there and a climbing frame. And then you've also got a toddler play area just along there, look. So it's nice and secure in there. Really nice. There's a bit of green there, so if you can bring a football along and play a bit of football or whatever you do, badminton with a net. So yeah, it's been really quiet in this car park. It's a nice little spot actually. I think it's the best one rated in Lincoln. So you get some nice views, I can imagine, just over the horizon there when it's a nice clear day. Yeah, but you two like it up here, don't you? And I say there's a good selection of all different sort of vans here. Stacey's just moved our van because that chap there was looking for a space to park up, so obviously we're off in a minute, so we've just given him our spot. Although there's plenty of spaces in there, you just really want an edge space really. You don't want to be in the middle of the car park. So yeah, so you can just see the castle there. So we're going to head now to Lincoln Cathedral, and I think it's about £20 for a family ticket to get in there. Hopefully it's open, and if it's open we'll bring you around and have a look round in there. So we'll see you in a minute at the cathedral. Right, so welcome back guys. As you just see there, a little bit of footage of Lincoln Cathedral. I didn't have no sound on because there was quite a bit of background noise in there and a bit of music, so I didn't know if it was copyrighted or not. So I just left that out there with a little bit of music on with the background for you. So yeah, as you see, it was really nice to get it, go around that cathedral. Never been up in there before. Lived around here for 23 years now, and I say I've never been up there actually in the cathedral. We've been around the outside of the grounds and all that, but we've never actually paid to go in and have a look round. It was £20 for the 4 of us, and that was a family ticket, and the family ticket is 20 quid, but that's including 2 adults and 3 children, which normally on a family ticket it's on it 2 adults, 2 children, but it's 3 children on that one. But there was only 4 of us anyway, so yeah, really nice place. We only had an hour in there because we had limited parking where we were. It was an hour stop and no return with 2 hours, so you could do a lot longer in there. But we did manage to get around the whole place, but we couldn't stop and have a look at everything as we would have wanted to. So we probably will go back in the future and spend a bit more time in there and find a bit of a longer stay car park. It was a bit of a nightmare parking up there, but as I say, we had an hour restricted parking space, so you can only work with what you've got. But we also want to take you around Lincoln Castle as well. We want to do them grounds as well, so we might be able to do that in another video. We'll probably maybe go and stay back up that car park again, and I'll be a bit more organised next time. I'll do a bit of filming while we're in the van on the way to the place and everything like that. It was just a bit of a last minute do that yesterday, so it's nice just to be able to be at home and think, let's go out for the night and we'll just do it. We ain't got to book nowhere or nothing. You can literally just get in your van, take your quilt covers and your essentials for the overnight bag, and get gone basically. But we are still in the process. It's still all new to us, so we're a bit wary of where we park at the minute. We like to be in like secure areas. We don't want to just pull up on the side of a road in the middle of nowhere like some people do. And I'm sure it's alright, but it's still new to us. So we just want to be in an environment where we know we're got a bit of security around us. So yeah, and as you may tell by the background, I'm back in the caravan, and it's not too bad actually. I've just given this another coat of paint before I pick the camera up, so it might look a bit patchy in the video, but it is dry and it's touch dry now. So this has had, I think this has probably had about 4 or 5 coats on this now. And on the original walls you can still see the flower pattern, but you're going to be able to see that because it's like a raised foamy paper, but the actual pink on the flowers designs, that's still coming through, and I reckon that's because it's like a silky finish on the paper, that is. So there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, if we went with a darker colour, you probably would get away without seeing any of this. It's white at the end of the day, so everything's going to come through basically if you're using a white. But yeah, I've just put the curtains back up and the neck curtains. Chris's clock's back up there. I've just laid the carpet in for the time being, just because it was out in the other room folded up, so I've just laid it out now just to get it back to its shape. We'd still need to get some underlay on there. We still need to fit the floor vent in the room, and we just need to give this carpet a bit of a shampoo, because where it was damp in that corner, the carpet's just gone a little bit discoloured, but I'm sure it'll come up alright. And when Chris moves back in here with his furniture, you don't actually see all this carpet anyway. The only bit of run you see is just a little bit that you walk down the middle, and then you don't see much of that because he has his office chair there as well. So it's not really a carpet you do see. It would have probably taken about 2 to 3 full days if you was doing it as a job. No reason it would take that long. It's just allowing all the coats of paint to dry. The floor, what we actually done, and the wall, if you was here early in the morning, you could get cracked on and get that knocked out in a day, not a problem at all. So then you just allow for a day or two just to do your bit of painting and everything. So the next video will be on the Piaggio NRG, I think. That was just the last video on the channel where we was back in the polytunnel. You did see me taking the rear wheel off that, and the garage that I do use for my bike MOTs and all that, they don't actually do tyres, which I didn't realise. I know they do car tyres, but they didn't do bike tyres. So I went and see my mate Steve, who does all our powder coating, the big powder coating, what we can't fit in our own oven. He does all our bike frames and all that. I knew he had a tyre machine down there, so I nipped down to see him, and he whipped the tyre off for me, and we was going to, obviously, what I said in the video, take it off, clean all the seal up, and just basically rebead it and get it pumped up. But upon taking the rear wheel off, it looked like someone had used some of that tyre weld, because inside the tyre it was filthy. I'm not sure if it had like a repair in it, because there was like a sheet of rubber in the tyre wall, in the actual tyre. So I'm not going to mess about. It was a decent tyre on it. I probably could have cleaned it up and went again, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to be selling that, I want to know that tyre's right for the next person. So I've ordered a new tyre. That should be coming beginning of this week, Tuesday I think. And obviously it looks like I say it's had that tyre weld in it. So the actual inside of the rim, it doesn't look very pretty. And there's a little bit of surface corrosion on the outside of the rim, which I showed in the last video. So I've bit the bullet. I bought a new tyre. I said to Steve, I'm going to get the front wheel off. I'm going to bring them both down to him. I'm going to get him to shot blast them, powder coat them and put the tyres on. Obviously we could shot blast them ourselves. I couldn't powder coat them in a minute because my dad's got the powder coating oven in bits where he's just revamping it a bit basically. So I just said to Steve, can he take the tyres off and do the full process basically, shot blast them, powder coat them and get the tyres back on. So he's going to be doing that. I'm going to get the other front wheel off, and I have asked him if we can go down there and get a bit of footage while he's doing it, and he said that seems to be, he said he's alright about that. So hopefully if I could just find the time when he's doing it to get down there and spend the afternoon with him. We won't be able to go in the shot blasting room with him. It is a massive, like a massive container. It would just, he ain't got two suits, so I won't be able to go in anyway, and I couldn't stick the camera in there because you just wouldn't see nothing, and the media would just destroy my camera lens as well. So we'll get a bit of footage before they go in the room, and then we'll get him as he comes out all sandblasted, and then we'll go to the next step where we will be getting them powder coated and getting the tyres back on. So hopefully we'll have a little video process of getting the moped tyres from start to finish, and maybe getting them back on the bike in the same video. But let me know if you do want me to record the process of the powder coating from start to finish, if that's something you are interested in, and we'll hopefully get that sorted out for you. But I'm going to leave it here. It was a bit of a mixed match, this video, because I say it was last minute off the cuff sort of stuff. But I'm going to leave it here, and until next time, we'll see you about.